Hi, this is Peggy Rojas, host of Viviendo una Vida en Balance. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media.
This is Liz Colburn, host of The Morning Uplift here on Public House Media. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media. Once you are done with this episode, I hope you'll come back and check out my show, The Morning Uplift, where we talk about finding your beauty in the journey. A new show comes out twice a month on the first and third Mondays. Don't forget to subscribe on iTunes so you never miss an episode of The Morning Uplift. Thank you again for checking out the following broadcast on Public House Media.
What is up, everybody? My name is Julia Candia. Thanks for listening. Hey, if you have not heard, we have an Instagram for Rewritten now, and it's called The Rewritten Society. And we also have a community group on Facebook called The Rewritten Society. And what I hope to do with that is this, and I really do think it's because of how I feel about this, is that I don't want you just to feel inspired, but my biggest mission for you is to get fit in every area of life and take action on whatever it is that you want. So I don't want you just to sit around and be inspired for 15 minutes. I want you to change your life. And so I'm really excited about our community, and I'm really excited to organically connect and help each other out with going for it in life. And so on Facebook, you can find it if you just type in The Rewritten Society. And then on Instagram, if you just search The Rewritten Society, you can go ahead and click follow. You can tag it. And I have to tell you something. You all sharing this podcast, it is doing something. I am getting messages from people who are saying they have no idea how they found this podcast or stumbled upon it, or they saw someone share it, they listened to it, and then what's the coolest part is they're revealing their hearts to me and how each episode has been speaking to them and the action that they're taking because of it. Or they're just opening up their hearts and telling me things that they've never said out loud before. How cool is that? And that is because of you all who listen to this podcast. And so I just need you to know it is so much bigger than us. It is so much bigger than us and what we're able to do with this podcast. So thank you so much for not just tagging me and DMing me and messaging me on how each episode is speaking to you, but you sharing it with your friends and your family. It's doing something. And God created us for community, and I don't think we've been created for struggle. I think that there will be times that we struggle, but there are people in life who think and expect that every moment of their life needs to be a struggle. That every moment of their life needs to be stressed. That their job is not getting done if they're not stressed. And that's not the case. That's not how life is meant to be lived. And I'm just hoping that with our community, we can remind people of that. That you can seriously choose happy and you can grow from the hard, but you don't have to stay stuck in the hard. And I need that reminder constantly. But I'm telling you what, we are doing something so incredible. And I am so thankful that you partner with me. I am so grateful that you believe in this journey of Rewritten. And I just see what it's about to do in the next few years. And I'm honestly so pumped up about it. And I just love hearing from you. I love it so much because at the end of the day, I just want you to know that you have limitless potential, that you can be whoever it is that you want to be, and life can be such a beautiful gift if you see it as that. Life is truly a beautiful gift, and we have to be reminded of that. I love personal development. People knock it, and people think it's not important. It's actually a vital behavior in my life. It's a vital behavior in Eric's life. Every day we're in personal development, and let me tell you why. Personal development course corrects me It elevates me. It reminds me. It shows me that I can be anybody that I want to be. That if life is hard, I can get through it and be made from it. That life is a series of lessons, and those lessons will help me connect with other people. Personal development is the very reason Eric and I are where we are today, with the action that we apply with the personal development we listen to. Personal development can seriously impact your thinking in so many wonderful ways, especially if you're feeling stuck or you're feeling broke or you're thinking small. Personal development will help you not play it small. Personal development will remind you that it doesn't take credentials or certain license or education for you to go for it, because we can discount ourselves a whole lot. I run into this all the time with my business. I'm on a mission to help people get fit in every area of life, and they get so interested and intrigued by my journey, and they discount themselves so hard. They give me all the reasons in the world of why they can't. Money. Well, sister, money exists for you out there somewhere. Just look for it. Maybe it's you need to stop your Netflix. Maybe all the subscriptions you have going on, you need to get rid of them so you can take care of yourself, right? It exists there for you. I don't have time. I don't follow through. I'm nervous. I'm anxious. I've been there. But man, if you're creating that scenario for yourself and it's not even true, you're discounting all the reasons why you can't. But if you can do that, surely you can do the opposite. What is the best possible scenario for you just going for it? You applying for that job, you getting fit in every area of your life. Like, what is the greatest thing to come from that? You lose 15 pounds, you have self-love again, that you stop putting yourself last, you start to compliment people more, you start to smile more, you start to realize that I don't have to live broke and be broke for life, that there's an abundance out there, and I deserve that too. Like, what is the best thing that could come from you just going for it? Because we're doing a real great job of listing off all the reasons why we should play it safe and we shouldn't do it, and that it would be irresponsible, right? I just think about the pivotal moment of when I decided to leave my job. It seriously sounds so not a big deal. Like, oh, Julianne left her job to pursue this business that she had no idea what the outcome would be, but she just believed she could. It was terrifying, but I didn't let that guide me. If I constantly let my fear and my excuses guide me, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. And I just want to breathe that belief into you, because you are doing yourself a disservice by discounting how wonderful, incredible you are. If you make your mind up to it, you can do it. I get it. You failed in the past. You couldn't stick with it in the past. I get it. But that is not the reason you can't go for it now, because your future doesn't exist. So you might as well create the best possible scenario when it comes to that. So personal development for me is that guiding light, besides my devotion and faith. Personal development, reading books that literally, and listening to podcasts that just breathe life into me, because I can get distracted as well. I can get all up in my head as well. And I'm just telling you that it's a constant work in progress. Every single day I choose to work on myself. It's not that I arrive at a destination and then I'm done. So for example, I've lost 35 pounds and I've kept it off for over 3 years, but I work out all the time. And it's not about the weight loss. It's not about that. I just want to live my healthiest and happiest life. And so personal development is that for me. You can't unknow what you know, and life is a series of lessons. Man, I want to keep growing. I want to find the meaning of my pain, and I want to find the meaning of my life. I want to work through hard things. Again, I don't think that struggle and hard are the same thing. Marriage is hard, and hard things are awesome in life. I always say that. In your friendships, if some of your friendships are hard, you're going to have friends that disappoint you. But if you can work through that, and come out on top, it's the most amazing feeling. Marriage is hard and I'm willing to put in the hard work. Think about that for yourself, right? But it doesn't mean you have to always struggle. You don't always have to struggle financially. There'll be times it's hard, but you don't always have to struggle. That's not what your life is meant to be. I've been reading this book, The Happiness Code by Dominique Bertolucci, and I have to read this piece from you that just spoke to my soul. The most important moment of your life is this one. The only moment that truly counts is the one you're living right now. Understanding your past experiences can help you to move forward in life. And armed with the lessons you have learned, you can be more confident in your choices, stronger in your decisions, and wiser about the path you are on. Accept the past, dream of the future, but live in the moment. Living in the past is a direct barrier to happiness. And one of the most effective ways you can remove this barrier is by recognizing that nobody from your past, including your own self, is responsible for your future. Oh, the only person accountable for your future is you. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that incredible? Things can change suddenly, and the life you have taken for granted could change in such a fundamental way that is no longer recognizable to you. What a waste if you are not enjoying it. And she continues to say, it is important to try and find the joy in each and every day. It may not be immediately obvious, but if you start each day by reminding yourself how good it is to be alive, finding the reasons why this is true will start to come naturally to you. How good is that? You are incredible, and you need to think about, have you been leaning on your excuses, leaning on your doubt, breathing in insecurity, always being negative, body bashing, thinking you're worthless and not enough, and that you don't deserve success? That is not serving you. That is keeping you stuck. That is keeping you complacent. And that is why so many people fight for okay and fight for average. And for me, it is so important that I surround myself with people who continue to grow themselves, that turn the lessons of life into an incredible story. I want to surround myself with people who are just going for it despite their insecurities and fear, because that is how life is meant to live. So who are you surrounding yourself with? How are you talking to yourself? And how are you discounting yourself? Just think about what would be the best possible outcome from you just going for it, living into your potential, saying yes to the things you want to say yes to, getting rid of toxic people. Imagine what your life would be like and lead with that, because you leading with the limitations is not serving you. Oh, I love you. Thank you for listening. I'm so serious. This podcast is everything, and I am just so grateful for your feedback. I'm so grateful for you rating this show. I want to see it at 100 ratings. Oh, that'd be just so cool. So if you've not rated it, please go rate this podcast, share it with a friend, and get in the Rewritten Society. I want to see you there. Thank you so much for listening.